just part of my introduction. I won't be reading the comments because it's going to distract from the tarot. Hello, my name is Victoria Violet. This is Gypsy Roots Tarot Travel. And today I received confirmation, which was really rotten. But it's my job to come on and tell you. So I have disclosed to you all that I do watch other tarot readers. And you guys know that I've been posting for the last month, all of August, that there is a cross watcher. I'm cleansing because of what I found out. That there is a cross watcher that has been raising a child that is not theirs biologically. And while I am a mother myself, and I would never like for this to happen to me or anybody close to me, I had to understand two things. Let me just turn this off real quick. But yeah, it doesn't make me happy to pass on this information. I don't want to waste it. Oh, I have such a bad sinus headache. Okay. All right. Safely deposit it into the water. The Palo Santo goes. The good thing about Palo Santo is once you remove it from water, it dries up and it's usable again once it's thoroughly dry. So again, my name is Victoria Violet, Gypsy Roots Tarot Travel. I am so sad, but you know, this is one of those times. Again, for those coming in, you're welcome. Thank you, honey. Good evening. This is one of those times where I do want to be right, because if I'm not right, then I don't have any business doing tarot. Tarot is a prediction through the cards or even through your intuition, which I do a lot of. And it tells me what to expect. So the beginning of this is going to be for clarification purposes. If Spirit wants to tell us something else, and so be it. But the main reason I came on is because I want to clarify if Spirit has anything else that my medallions on the door are clinking. To see if Spirit has anything else that they want to tell us, okay? Oh, well, there went the Emperor. Here was... Let me see. Yep. Oh, no, it wasn't the Emperor. It was the King of Cups. It looked like the... Oh, it was just one card. I could have sworn I saw the Emperor. The Emperor is a totally different colored man. He's a very different race. That's weird. Okay. Let's see if the Emperor comes out, because that was very strange, guys. Very strange indeed. I don't know why I turned off the air. I guess because the news kind of got me upset. So let me give you backstory. And for those that are new, you're welcome here. If you do not like tarot, if you don't like tarot readers, and all you want to do is super criticize on how people look, trust me, the mirror does that enough. So go the fuck away. The other thing I want to say is my subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, okay? Yeah, you're big too. Is it Sal Capone? Yeah. You're big too. You know, your head. I don't know how your mother laid you. You know, like an egg. Yeah, I don't know how she laid you. But anyway, enough of you. There's your 5 minutes of fame. I always give at least one troll their 5 minutes of fame, because truthfully, that's the only thing they'll ever do in life that's special. So again, why we're having this reading is because I got confirmation today. For a whole month of August, I kept saying, there's a cross watcher out there. Cross watcher is raising a kid that is not theirs biologically. And I am not kidding. I almost fell out of my chair which would have been very hard, seeing as that I was driving. But I heard it from another channel as well, but mine is already recorded on history because, well, my video came out before, way before hers, at least 2 to 3 times over. I had already disclosed to you guys that a male cross watcher is raising a male child that is not theirs. And the weirdest part is that they were so upset. They didn't want to break up with the karmic because of the children, and they didn't want to leave the children behind, and XYZ. And I'm going to say this before I start the reading. It gives me pleasure to know that other readers are finally picking it up. That means that the shit is either already hit the fan or it's about to hit the fan. That means it's going to be in the cross watcher's face, and one of you Libra collective will be knowing about it very shortly. But the other thing I want to disclose is that children are very close to my heart, so it doesn't make me feel good that it is verifiable by other tarot readers that are now picking it up, that there's a cross watcher out there that is literally taking care of somebody else's kid. And I kept saying that the kid belongs to a really good friend of theirs that they've allowed in their house. They allow them to come on vacation and stay in their house, XYZ. And like they say in Spanish, muy mono, you know, laying up in his crib, so to speak, bedding down his wife. But I'm going to say this. The cross watcher kind of asked for this because the cross watcher has wanted an open relationship. The cross watcher kind of introduced free love, so to speak, of the 60s into that household. So he shouldn't be so surprised that this is happening. The other thing is, anybody who's under 15, how are you going to blame the kid? Regardless of what is found out that the kid is not theirs, they're the only father this child has ever known. So it's still their kid. It's not their kid biologically, but it's not the kid's fault, is what I'm saying. So let's see. I already have 3. Oh, I already have 3 on the... Well, actually, I have 4 with the King of Cups that fell out. So let's see. Oh. Yep. Okay. We're going to use the cartomancy, which look like playing cards to normal everyday people, muggles. And that is actually a different form of tarot, okay? Let's see. Anything else, Spirit? Please and thank you. Anything else? Or we're going to just cut it down. Got a lot of cards here, Spirit. Is that all you want to talk about? Ooh, I did not see what that was. It almost flipped over, but it didn't. Okay, Spirit, let's go. All right, with these cards, well, first of all, the King of Cups came out. And when I say he came out, I mean he flew out. Y'all saw me, the people that were already here. I can't even grab that. He went all the way down there. So the King of Cups is the very first card that came out. And I did say we're talking about a masculine cross watcher. So he's coming out as the 3 of Cups. This King of Cups is very much in thought. Why? Because he's been illuminated, okay? He's been illuminated, all right. This is the Ace of Swords, okay? So the Ace of Swords comes to help us get light into a situation. So whatever, it's like that saying, whatever is in the darkness comes to light, okay? So that's what's happening with that cross watcher. Things are coming to light that maybe they didn't know about. They have the 10 of Wands now. Ooh, that's a heavy load. And I'm not even, no pun intended, right? But look at the water buffalo. No pun intended. That is a heavy load that this person is having to carry. Now I'm going to say something why I'm laughing. On the one hand, can you imagine being told, didn't I just post? Yes, I did. I did about, what, 3 or 4 days ago. I said, even Maury, it's one of my shorts. I said, even Maury knows you're not the father. Even Maury knows. You know Maury Povich. Oh my God. Okay. So in the beginning, when he gets this news, that's a heavy load. That's the Ten of Wands. He's being illuminated via the Ace of Swords. Once he gets all of that processed, why I'm laughing is because only this cross watcher would be singing and dancing. He's not singing and dancing because the child's not his. He's not singing and dancing because he didn't want the child to be his. This particular cross watcher that I've been picking up for 6 months now, I'm going to say it the way it is, didn't have the balls, B-A-L-Z, to make it clean. Didn't have them enough to walk away. He needed something that was a catastrophic type of event to walk away, because he kept feeling like, oh my God, I can't leave these people. Oh my God, I can't leave her. What was the cross watcher told me one time? Oh, I can't leave her. She was a virgin. I said everybody was a virgin at one time or another. Can you just be more specific, you know? So he's dancing, but it's not because of any of those things. It's because I don't have to pay the child support. You understand? Even if he wants to remain being a father figure to this child, he is no longer responsible for that child until that child turns 18, 21, goes to college, whatever. He's able to walk away, keep some of his coinage. Man, all of a sudden I got so warm. This is going to cause a major change in this person's life. So let's go on to the cartomancy. I wasn't going to come on right now. I was going to settle down and everything and then do a reading. But when I heard her announcing, oh, the cross watcher, through going to a medical emergency, is going to find out, I was like, holy shit. She's just verifying exactly what I was saying all this time. Okay, Spirit, what do you want to tell us about this situation that this cross watcher is finding themselves in regards to the child that is not theirs, please and thank you. Ooh, okay. Feeling the Four of Cups. I want to know more specifically, discontentment over there, meaning with that old relationship or the relationship that had been established legally, because it looks like a marriage. I told you, singing and dancing, that's the happy card. That's the Ten of Cups. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I'm telling you, they suck. I'm sorry you're going through that, cat. They're terrible people. And then they wonder why things happen to them. Let's see. Well, I pray that you and your child would be blessed. Because like I said, it has nothing to do with the child. They don't have any fault in this at all. Let me see if I can keep these. Oh, okay. So we're switching it up just a little bit, and maybe if Spirit wants to tell us anything else about the cross watcher, we'll go back. Right now, your feet are not planted on the ground. This is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with everybody. Your feet are not planted on the ground. This has nothing to do with the cross watcher and everything to do with you. Why? Because Spirit wants to tell you that something either has happened to you or is about to happen to you that has nothing to do with the cross watcher. I keep on saying that because I want you to understand we've switched over to Libra land. If you don't have financial security right now, security is coming in. You have the Four of Wands. The Four of Coins. And now you have the Three of Coins. So some movement, something new in your life is going to be happening. And here we see the Libra Queen. Again, this financial growth is for Libra. And you don't have to be a female Libra to be gaining financial wealth. It could be a male or a female, masculine or feminine, okay? Now this money, if you play your cards right, again, no pun intended, it can grow and it can last you a lifetime. Look at that. You get nothing but money cards, people. Ace of coins. You get the four coins, 3 of coins, 8 of coins, which is the infinity symbol. And then now you get the ace of coins. Wow, guys. Ooh, again, this theme happened 2 weeks ago. What started in August is going to really take off during fall and September. Very important to my Libras. Your finances are going to start straining out. Okay, Libra. Ooh, there's a Queen of Coins coming in. Okay. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me, right? Time will tell. You might have somebody coming back towards you, but only time will tell how that relationship ends up. Also, time will tell. You're not going to believe this. This jerk off, although he's dancing up and down, we're switching back to the cross watcher. Dancing up and down, like, yay, I'm happy now. It's her problem because she's the one that, you know, cheated, right? They both cheat. He hasn't fully decided what he's going to do. See that together? He hasn't fully decided. Sorry, it's upside down for you. He hasn't fully decided that he's going to leave this family unit. I'm telling you, some people are gluttons for punishment. Some people like drama. And because of that, they won't leave a marriage. Even if the marriage is rotten to the core, they won't leave it because they like the drama. They get addicted to it, you know? Let's see. Is there anything else you'd like to tell Libra that's coming towards them, please? And thank you. Oh, no. The Crow Tarot keeps calling to me. Is there anything else, please? And thank you. Ooh, somebody feels tired. Ooh, somebody feels tired, those cards are. I told you they haven't made a decision yet. They haven't made a decision. Oh, my God. They haven't made a decision whether they're going to leave, even though they find out that this is not their kid. And you want to know the worst part about this? I'm going to tell you why, the biggest reason why. Because they know they started all this shit themselves. They were cheating before she started cheating, but she had the biggest streak because he's been raising this kid for years and didn't know it wasn't his. I don't even think that kid was planned. I think it just like, oop, I'm pregnant. And then they just rode with it. Is there anything else, Spirit, in reference to Libra, the Libra collective? Ooh. Something you're going to have strength about. I told you. Meanwhile, here comes butthurt person. Probably a male. So you're going to have to be strong. Do you want to take this person back? Or do you want to let them back into your good graces? Or do you just want them to stay away? Because it looks like they're coming back. It's funny how they always expect, yeah, the polygamy. Exactly. But on this one, he wanted her to be involved in his little intrigues. But yeah, similar. But what I'm looking at is that how can they be hurt that you didn't want to remain just a third wheel? Oh my goodness. Can y'all stop throwing cards? Because I can't get that one. What is it? I don't see what it is. I'm sorry. I'm not about to go down there. So you get the Ace of Swords. Oh, you have pleasant times ahead. So with or without this person, whether you take them back or not, your life is more smooth, more peaceful. Look at their life. More hurt feelings. That's already come out twice. That's already come out twice. Look, they're throwing the cards at me. I'm not picking them up, Spirit. Let's get over this. Just give me the last couple of cards in reference to this. Oh. Something that is coming towards you is faded. Knight of Swords. What else, Spirit? King of Wands. Knight of Swords, King of Wands. It is fated that this person does come back to you. Now, whether you take them back or not, that's up to you. I always go by the persuasion that I cannot tell you what to do. Now, if you were my personal client, right, and you were in front of me or on the phone, and I saw, you know, that you were a battered wife or husband, or somebody was cheating on you, or somebody wanted to, you know, unalive you, as they say nowadays, then yeah, okay, I would tell you, hey, you know, maybe you need to, don't do this. Maybe you need to get some help. Call 911, see what you can do, get out of that house, blah, blah. But I am not the kind of reader that tells people what to do. I'm the kind of reader that tells people what they may think about doing, because it's not a healthy relationship. And I cannot tell you, because you have free will, I cannot tell you what to do. I can only advise you. But I can tell you that this person's coming back. But they're still freaking confused going to this one. And they're going to confuse you because, one, they haven't decided fully to leave. I would have left a long time ago. And two, they want to come back and they want you to feel sorry for them. It's like, why am I going to feel... I don't know if I can do it this way. Probably not. My hands are really tiny. Let me just do it the old-fashioned way. Spirit, is there anything else you want to tell Libras? All the Libra collective, general reading, without the cross-watcher bullshit. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry. You see the little legs up in the air? Pinche cross watcher. I hate him. Let's see here. Wow. Somebody doesn't know whether to love or to rest. Love or rest. Let's see. Yeah, see? See what I mean? You got the Four of Swords. Their brain is tired. That's why I'm laughing, because if you look at the other birds, they're outside in the cold. And they look healthy. But look at the bird that's on the bed. They look like they're dying. And then it's a Page of Cups. Like, oh, should I offer love? The Four of Cups. Maybe not. I don't know. They're bored with love and they want to offer the bored love. That should be the title. Boring love. I'm bored with love. Oh my gosh. They're going to be bored, all right. 8 of Coins. They're going to be... they decide to walk away. They're still going to be, I think, immediately they're going to have a hit of their finances. Long term, I don't see it. But immediately they will, because what are they going to do? They're going to have to get out of this relationship if that's what they want. Otherwise, well, you know. You really think that lady, finding out that's not his kid, you don't think the lady, the karmic, you don't think she's going to go run off to the other one and go, it's your kid. Yeah, she's going to do it. And you know how parents can be. If that's his kid, he's going to want to see his kid. People are so fucked up. They're so fucked up. So here's the 9 of Coins. I'm sorry, the 9 of Cups. We have the 8 of Coins is what I meant to say. Okay? Do I count my coins? Do I keep my coins where they belong? Do I go and seek out happiness? They don't know what the hell to do. If we thought that the cross watcher was confused already, with this news, they're even more confused, because it's like the more that this cross watcher has options, the more confused they are. But for sure, something is coming quick. Let's see what that is. Ooh. Ooh. More swords. This is a 5 of Swords. So more problems are coming really fast for this person. Here we have the King of Pentacles. Why is he here? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Oh my God. It looks like two kings are going to be discussing things. Remember what did we start this off with? No wonder the two kings had been coming out. Oh, gosh. Remember that this king came out first? Remember that? King of Cups, King of Cups. Meeting with the King of Coins. Oh, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there as much as I don't like the cross watcher. They're going to talk. We got something to talk about. You got some explaining to do, Lucy. Oh my God. Can you imagine? I can't. I mean, things are bad enough when people cheat on you or people go their separate ways or do ugly things. Hi, honey. I know, right? Good night. But, Jesus. I can just imagine, hey, you know, I thought you were my friend. What are you doing sleeping with her? You know, that kind of thing. Did you really sleep with her? No. The hospital made it up, right? God. Three of Coins. So what does that mean? That's a decision about finances. Why would you be talking to another man about finances? There's only two reasons. With the Five of Swords, there's only two reasons. It's your kid. Oh, really? It's your kid. So, are you going to start paying for this kid? And I keep him under my name? And nobody knows, but you pay for his way through life? Or are you going to start paying for the child support? And I get divorced? And, yeah. What is it going to be? So, this is like, I've never seen somebody be angry and civil at the same time. But I'm telling you, a fool and his money is soon parting. He doesn't want to part with his money. He doesn't want to walk away with little to no money. That is the Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins is a sturdy horse, a sturdy king. I'm sorry, a sturdy knight. But he moves slower than molasses. So nothing comes very quickly. So I'm thinking, looks like the King of Cups is kind of leaning towards a new life. He's pissed. He's pissed. He's pissed because yeah, I guess when you first get this news, you don't know what to say or what to think. He's pissed because he's thinking back on all the years, all the money he's had to spend on a child that wasn't his. But on the other hand, he's happy because one could be said about the same in the reversal. It's money that's not going out any longer. My goodness. Mira, this is all I care about. That's your kid? Okay, pay for him. Don't take my money. Just don't take my money. That's what I'm saying. I don't think this man knows what he wants. Queen of Swords. Let's see what the Queen of Swords has to do with any of this. Oh my God. Look at that. I think that, oh my God, what's behind window, curtain number 2? Oh, let me see. Oh, no, I don't have to pay no more child support. What's behind window number 4 or curtain number 4? Oh, I get to keep the child. You pay the child support. What's behind window number 3? Curtain number 3. Oh, you get the queen. The queen that's really the queen of your life. You get your counterpart. You finally get to go free. You collect $200 and you get to pass go and start a new life with someone you actually love. Let's see what this mofo's gonna choose. He's gonna choose the Libra. Oh my God. This man takes a long time to decide shit. I mean, you could probably, if you planned your death around his time, his watch. Oh, I gotta buy a watch. I just remembered. You could probably plan your funeral around his timing, and then you would live, I don't know, 100 more years at least. You know what I'm saying? Just at least. The queen, though, the queen has got to have some common sense. The Queen of Swords has got to have, what am I looking at here? Some wisdom when it comes to this man, this cross watcher. Because this is gonna bring a lot of change if this happens. If this King of Swords ends up with the Queen of Swords, there's going to be a shit ton of change that really nobody saw. Well, okay, I'm going to say it again. The Queen of Swords always knows. You know, because she's so in touch with herself and her thoughts. She's not aloof. See how she's inviting and she's even showing the way? Look at him. I'm the queen. Oh, I'm the King of Swords. So what? Go sit down and stop hurting yourself. The Chariot, I'm telling you. This relationship is going to move forward. And this could also be indicating a move. Oh my gosh, they're saying have patience. So again, you know, even if you don't want this person, I can't tell you, I can't tell you don't laugh at him, because I would laugh at him. Especially mine, I would laugh at him. I told him this was happening at least 8 months ago. So people don't want to listen. They just don't want to listen. 8 of Swords. You know, on my part, he probably thought I was jealous. Jealous of the karmic, and that's why I was telling him what I saw. Yeah. Freedom, financial freedom. Financial freedom. You know what? Financial freedom is coming as a couple. So what does that tell you? That tells me that if you decide to take this crazy person back, I say this crazy person because he's put you through a roller coaster of emotion and back and forth and good, bad, and ugly. Maybe not fist fighting, but a lot of arguing back and forth for no apparent reason other than you tried to put some common sense into this person, and sometimes there was none to be found. They don't like to be wrong. They don't like to be wrong, you know? But look at that. You look at the water. That doesn't even match, right? It doesn't even match. Stop and think about it. Do a bird and a dog go together? Not necessarily. Does a husky, I don't think it's a wolf, does a husky and lotus flowers, lotus lily pads go together? Probably not. Does a butterfly and a bird go together? Not really, because one likes plants and one likes trees, right? But if you look at it in another way, they both have feathers, right? The insect and the bird have feathers. The dog likes water, and so do the lily pads, because that's where it grows. And then the coins are gold tone, and so is the sun. So the brilliance. So things coming together. He may even not even be the same race as you. Might be a mixed family there. What does the magician want, Lord? What is the magician trying to tell us? So 2 of Swords. Who's fighting now, Lord? Oh my God. Because there's a choice that's going to have to be made. There's a choice that has to be made. Have this cup of love. You want to drink from it? Do you not want to drink from it? Do you want to drink from it? Ay, pinche Emperor. Here he comes again. What do you want, Emperor? The Emperor is not going to like to be told what to do, even if he has to do it. You see how it's going through the bird? That bird is dead. There ain't no reviving that bird with 10 swords in its back. And the thing is, I'm sorry to say, the Emperor thinks in this reading, the Emperor thinks we're the smartest person in the room. At any given time, it didn't matter whether it was King Solomon himself. They always thought they were the smartest, the brightest, the most handsome, the one that had the most money, the one that could get the most chicks. everything about them, that they were the best of the best, and nobody could outshine the fucking emperor, right? But look, I mean, talk about having to eat crow. See, it says crow. I mean, really? What are you going to deny now, Mr. Emperor? They shoved a sword up your ass. What are you going to deny now? You were wrong. You were wrong. Justice is coming in and kicking this emperor in the ass because they always thought that they were brighter and smarter. You know what? I had a fellow tarot reader that was a friend of mine a long while back. And we used to, the reason I'm so accustomed to doing readings in cars is because we'd go to the casino in Texas, and on the way back, to keep each other awake, we would do each other's readings. And even if it was the person driving, we would do each other's readings because then the other person could relax a little bit. And she would call them bedtime stories or whatever, right? And I can remember her telling me that it was a story and stuff. But at the same time, I take my tarot very serious. And here you have the justice. This justice is coming in because this person didn't want to hear anything. They never wanted to hear anything that was common sense. They never wanted to hear anything that sounded like it opposed their views. It didn't matter that somebody was fucking them over. It doesn't matter that somebody was doing them dirty or doing things behind their back. So long as they didn't know it, they were, have you ever heard the children's story, The Emperor and Their New Clothes? You remember that one? You remember that one? Yeah. So the Emperor and the New Clothes, the Emperor would come around. Always. Always. And he wanted to be dressed the best of the best. He was, see, like the bird? The best of the best. And if he didn't like the clothes that the fucking tailors would make, he'd have them beheaded. He'd have them killed. So the last one was smarter than the emperor. And so what they did was literally, they came back and they had their little cushion just like all the other tailors. And they brought in the clothes on top of the cushion. And the emperor was like, okay, let them in. Come in, cushion. Where's my clothes? They're right here, sir. What do you mean? They're right here. I see nothing. Oh, let me help you. And he starts dressing him. And the pinche emperor, being so smart like he thinks he is, starts letting him dress him. And then he goes out in public and he's stark naked. But hey, everybody has been informed to tell him that the clothes are beautiful. Oh my gosh. Your Majesty, you look opulent. Okay, sure you do. Why? Because nobody wanted to get killed anymore. That's why. Nobody wanted to get killed. God bless you too. Nobody wanted to get killed. So the fucking emperor that thought he was the smartest one in the room all the time was the dumbest after all. So the moral of the story is that my friend, when she would be doing my readings, she would be laughing at her clients, her real clients that were not exactly all there. And she would be saying, oh my God, I'm reading for her. And of course she wouldn't give me names because that wouldn't have been right. She said, I have a woman that I read for, and the one that she's always asking about, he's so stupid. He thinks he's so intelligent that he even eats his own boogers. In Spanish sounds worse. Cree que es tan inteligente que hasta los mocos se le comen. Okay? So that's the way this emperor is. He thinks he's the smartest person in the room. Nobody's smarter. Well, guess what? You stupid ass. There's a child that's not yours. So how much crazier, hi Sabrina, how much crazier can somebody get over on you, you dumb emperor? How? How much dumber can you be? That a woman was able to carry a child in her womb for 9 months, and then you end up raising that child from the time that I want to say escaped the womb. I don't know why I want to say escaped the womb. And you've been raising that child ever since, paying for their dental, paying for the medical, paying for the clothes, paying for whatever sports, etc. And that wasn't even your kid. And I bet you anything, as God is my witness, that's the kid that they like the most. I'm going to say that again. I bet you anything, the Emperor, between the one that's his and the one that's not his, the one that's not his, that's the one he gets along with the best. How mind blown is that? And like I said, it's not, it's not the kid's fault. Hi, Shell. It's not the kid's fault. The kid deserves to have a good father, period. End of story. Good parents. It's not their fault. But at the same time, the Emperor is not as smart as he thinks he is. He's been duped. He's been duped. And remember, he was the one that started with the cheating. He's the one that started with who was it here? Let me see. Kat talked about polygamy. He's the one that started all this craziness. So then she's the one that beat him at his own game because she one-upped him by having a child from someone else. Oh, you're gonna have this woman and that woman and that woman and that woman, and you're gonna go over here and you're gonna go over there and you're gonna trust this flower and try that flower, and maybe I'm gonna even do that bush. She did it worse because she ended up having a child, a whole human being. Congratulations, karmic. You win because you outdid the effing Emperor who thought he was so smart. Oh my God. 7 of Swords. You want to know the worst thing? They want you to be the Queen of Cups. Again, I don't care if you're female or male. The Queen of Cups represents somebody soft, somebody sweet, somebody that has a lot of innocent traits about them, that's very loving, very kind, very emotionally receptive. That's what they want from you. That's exactly what they want from you. Oh my God. You know what I would like? I would like to have the Emperor apologize to the Libra collective. Again, the Emperor, we're reading the energy. It could be a woman that went out and had another baby with another man. Or it could be a man that found out that his woman that he's married to went out and had a baby with another man. But the worst part that I see about this one, that I'm seeing in my mind's eye, she made that baby in their own damn home. I don't care if it was in the hallway. I don't care if it was in the restroom. I don't care if it was in the closet. I don't care if it was in the garage. It was in their own home. And this person who thinks he's so slick, may my brother rest in peace. He used to call himself Slick Rick. Well, he used to say people think that they're so slick. Yeah, this person right here thought they were so slick that they were going to get over on everybody and keep doing whatever they wanted, and nobody was going to stop them, and it's my way or the highway, and nobody can tell me what to do. Nobody can control me. Well, guess what? Really? Really? Like I said, where's the last sword? Up his ass. So, yeah, I think somebody's teaching this Emperor a new trick. Knight of Cups. Again, they're going to try to persuade you to be loving and kind and come back and, let's give it a try and let's change. Let's be different. Let me tell you, even family members are going to get involved. Queen of what? Wands. Queen of what? Pentacles. Even family members are going to get involved. Why? Because the Empress is now on board. Who is the Empress, please? I think this is a new person. Yeah. Let's see here. So here's the thing here. The Emperor's going to try to present you, which now you're representing the Empress. So yeah, you are made for each other, meaning you were supposed to be together all along. But the idiot could never see that. That's okay. So now you have your counterpart. Okay, you have the Empress and you have the Emperor. Now you have the counterparts. Okay, that is your twin flame, your soulmate, your counterpart. They're going to try to present you, the Empress, to the family. That's where the new beginning comes in. Family's not going to have it. Five of Wands. Family is not going to have it. Family is going to be up in arms. Why? Because they know this Emperor. They know that he's what? The King of Wands. And what do we always say about the King of Wands? That all they want to do is stick their wand into whatever. So long as it has a skirt on and two legs, they don't care. That's why I said flower, 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 bush. Yeah, I'll go in the bush. I'll go get in the bush. So it's not going to rub them right. They're going to feel the Five of Cups. They're going to feel the slight from their family. Because their family is going to tell them things like, oh my God, you know, you're up to it again. Why are you messing up your family for this? You know, who cares? It's not your kid. You should stay in that marriage. The marriage is what's important. It doesn't matter. That's not your kid. That's how, I'm going to say this. That's how fucked up the people that are in this Emperor's family are. They'd prefer him to help them save face towards the community than to get a divorce and be with someone that they can be happy with. But it's not only that. This Emperor has gained a reputation. What is that? The infinity symbol of being a repeat offender with the wand. They stick their wand in everything, and the family knows that. And that's why they don't care. Whatever he says, they're not going to believe him. Literally, before I turn this over, the only way that this Emperor is going to get them to believe is for him to stop the cheating, for him to slow down long enough to have a real relationship, and to show his family that he's happy with the new person. So this is going to cause another rift, because that's the Nine of Wands. He's going to feel, I say he because it's an Emperor, he's going to feel like he's got to remove himself from family members even, because I don't even think that he realizes how bad the family thinks of him, how poorly the family thinks about him because of the way that he does, you know? Yeah, he's not going to have very much at the end, shall. You know what I'm saying? But this is going to cause an ending, because he's finally going to see that either they're going to accept him for what he wants to do, or he has to make the change of going away from them, even if it's for a while. Page of Pentacles. So whatever money he said he will have, he will go away with that. There's something that's hidden, the High Priestess. Something that's hiding. Oh, the High Priestess with the Fool. So something positive and in a new direction comes in. Oh, my ever-loving. He's going to go off and marry the High Priestess in secret. He's going to go marry the High Priestess in secret and start his new life. I told you he was going to marry her. Look at that. The Hierophant, marriage card. The Two of Cups, marriage card. Okay? Two of Cups. And the Fool card came out right before that. So in secret, he's going to go off and be in a relationship with her, or marry her and let it be legal. And look, they're going to have a really wonderful life. Why? Because they have star energy together. That's beautiful. Very beautiful. Oh, but she won't be poor for long. That's the problem. He always thought she was poor. He always thought poorly of the High Priestess to begin with. Remember, she wasn't the Empress to him all along. She was the person that he thought was nobody, nothing, wasn't going to amount to anything, you know, that he could brag about. And he always thought that the person he was with, that he was married to, was the queen of his heart. Didn't we see that in the, what's the name of that tarot? The Tarot of the Mirrors, the Dark Mirrors. Remember that? Where it kept coming out that she was the queen of his heart, the queen of his heart. Yeah, but she also was heartless and didn't care about his feelings. The Seven of Cups. Ooh. The Seven of Cups, dreaming of a life of the Ten of Cups. So this dream is going to become a reality. Remember, it is a general reading, so it's not going to happen for everyone, but those that it's going to happen for, man, good for you. And guess how long it's going to last? Till the end of their life, because that's the infinity symbol. So remember, all along, this emperor, he thought that the person he was with all along was the right person for him. He didn't think that this person was ever going to become the empress. But I think in the end, she's going to shock and surprise him, because her value is much more than he ever anticipated. And everything that she's done without him. So she didn't need him. She's never needed him. He's always needed her, but he never was mature enough to admit it. He was never wise enough to see it. So because of that, all of this is like a reversal, or like God turning the tables on the emperor, so that the emperor finally has his eyes open. And from what I can see, it's sad. Because God gives us free will, we have hard heads. We're very stubborn. And a lot of us are stubborn to a fault, to the point to where God says, oh, you're not learning on your own. You're not learning wisdom. Your knowledge is earthly knowledge. It's not spiritual. You're not allowing spirituality to be taking you and ascending to higher levels of understanding. All you know is here, and whatever's here on the 3D, and it's all about the Benjamins, and that's all you want. That's all you want is material wealth. But when it comes to things of the heart that are connected to spirit, because what did God say in the Bible? The greatest of the gifts is love. So I'm going to teach you the hard way, because you're not listening. So let me bring a catastrophe to your life. And that's the way you find out that's not your kid. And I guess that's what's finally going to cause you to leave the bad relationship that you should have left years ago, but you refused because, one, you didn't have any BALZ. Yes, I know, I'm spelling it wrong on purpose. And you wouldn't listen to reason. Every time there was this conflict that was not being fixed, it just was being swept under the rug. You did that for years instead of leaving. So because you just didn't get the memo, you needed to be shaken and rattled to the point to where you were going to finally be able to get up and leave all this behind and start a new life. Now, nobody says you have to leave behind the children, because that's not the point, right? You know, you have a different shell. This is not it's not a one-to-one reading, so I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about, dear. If you need a reading, I'm more than happy to give you a one-on-one, okay? But nonetheless, what I'm saying is, sometimes God knows that we're such hard-headed people that will not accept reasoning with. So because of that, he has to do things with certain people the very hard way, and not just expect that I'm going to show them this or I'm going to show them that and they're going to get it. You understand? I'm going to show them this, and it's going to freak them out to the point to where it's going to jolt them into reality, and they'll learn their lesson. Some people don't learn that way. So God's like, okay, well, finally, we'll just give you the big blow and see if that finally wakes you up, because I've done everything that I can possibly do in a normal everyday setting to show you that you're going down the wrong path. You're following your heart in the wrong direction, and you're just not getting it. And so I think that God is finally tired and finally let the cat out of the bag where that kid is concerned, because I don't think this person would ever, sorry for the rattling, would ever do it on their own. I like to mix my cards up before I put them away, so when I do use the cards again, they don't come out the same again. I don't know why, but let's see. It did tell me that the cross watcher would end up with the Libra collective because they are a match. They are a match. Okay, let's see if I can see this because it's dark right now. Just one card, Spirit, to close this reading, please. What is going to happen between the Libra Collective and the Cross Watcher, please? And thank you. Okay. This card is calling to me, but I wanted the first one. Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. How beautiful is that? Look at the snowflake. That's the one I wanted to choose. So something that's going to be given, it might be in winter. Something that's coming to Libra Collective may come in winter because that is an icicle. You see that? It's an icicle. And then this is the one that Spirit wanted to give me. It says forgiveness, Libra Collective. Forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. And that's the truth. And I'm always telling you guys that, as much as sometimes, we have our own hurt as, tarot readers. Maybe we've gone through things ourselves. But the whole thing is, when you're healed enough, you do, and you should forgive the actions, not the person. You don't forgive, that they were able to hurt you so cruelly or whatever, but you forgive the person's actions, because that way you don't have to be worrying or thinking about what they did to you over and over again. And some people for years. And those people, I do keep saying, if you are going through any of that, maybe you have PTSD due to a bad relationship from the past, and you can't seem to get over, maybe having hate or having anger, resentment, or even still pain where you're still suffering, please do consider going and seeing someone to talk things out. Because first and foremost, I would love to see you healthy. And then number two, believe it when I tell you that it causes you more harm for you to hold all of that in, because the truth is, if they're not capable of seeing how much they've hurt another human being, that means that through all these years you go around suffering, and they've gone scot-free because they can sleep at night, they can go off and have other relationships, they can go off and not even give you a second thought, some of these people. So in essence, you're just harming yourself, okay? So I'd hate to see anybody suffering for a past love that's done them wrong. And we do have to understand that there are people that just need a catastrophe in their life to rationalize, to, how should I say, reaccionar, in Spanish, when you actually start to realize what was really going on and who was really there for you and who was the villain in the story all along. And then there's those that they don't need any of that. Just the first time that they're around you, knowing the difference between, the karmic and the Libra Collective, and the feelings that they get, and the way that they feel calm and they feel secure, and they can talk and they can open up about anything, then they know right away who they belong to, who they belong with. So many things, right? So many things that go into play. People's religion, people's beliefs, how they were raised. Are they from a different race? I mean, all these things that shouldn't even come into play in 2024. And if you're a spiritual person, that definitely shouldn't come into play. There's only very few people types that I cannot and I will not ever be in a relationship with, but that's my preference. And one, I can tell you two of them, and the third I will reserve. But that's a Satanist. And then, of course, someone who is, an atheist. But other than that, there's one more, and I won't mention what it is. But other than that, you are who you are, and you're able to believe what you believe. You don't have a right to tell me what to believe or how to believe, just like I don't have a right to tell you what to believe. And So you should be able to love whoever you want to love, is what I'm saying. And be with whoever you feel like being with. We're not in the dark ages. We're not in the middle ages. You know, we should be a society that is more sophisticated and enlightened by now. But instead, some people that prefer to live out their traditions for millennia would prefer to suffer and suffer and suffer, but not break tradition. Does that make sense to everyone? So anyway, not to go off on a tangent, but that is the end of our story tonight, and I hope that this helps someone. I just had to share it because I could not believe. I almost fell out of my chair, and I was literally hooked onto my seatbelt, so I couldn't have fallen out. But I literally almost fell out of my chair when she was telling the same story I was telling you guys. Yeah, I hear you. And yeah, they could use a lot of Jesus in their hearts. But yeah, I just couldn't believe that the lady was telling my story on her channel. I was like, well, then that only means two things. One, the shit has already hit the fan, and people are finding out that that child is not his. Or two, it is about to hit the fan, because what I want to leave you with, again, I said this before, but I don't know if everybody caught what I said before, is that my readings can somehow sometimes be long, meaning they're a little further into the future. So even when you feel like this is not your reading, some of you have to reconsider. That's why I would always tell, and I still, that's my practice even today. My clients that have had, gosh, some have had 4 years, some have had 12 years, some have had 18 years, etc. And they've stayed with me because I tell them the truth and not what they want to hear. But I also always tell them, get yourself a journal for when we do our reading. And that way, as everything is occurring, you can mark it off. You can check it off. Yep, that already happened. Yep, that already happened. You might start wanting to do that with some of your favorite channels. Oh, by the way, and I will leave you now because I'm tired. Please, especially Sandra, if you hear this, Sandra, I don't know if you stayed with us or you said goodnight and you logged off, but please do hit the bell. If you do not hit the bell, then yeah, it's going to be rare if you do see me on YouTube, because there's so many readers. There's so many YouTubers. I think it was, oh my God, I don't even know. I think 3 million? I can't even remember. There's so many YouTubers. Of course, they all do different things. But nonetheless, if you like my readings, if you want to visit again, you may want to consider hitting the bell and check all, so that anytime I post, it's going to come right into your subscriptions. And that's going to tell you when I've posted, so that way you don't miss anything. But anyway, guys, it's getting really late, and I gotta wake up in the morning and go to work, and I'm sure some of you fine folks do as well. I will talk to you again later. Bye. Have a good night.